Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Last time out, we were in the Touring Car Spec Series, trying out the new updated Levorg. This time we're back in the Formula Mazda Spec Series. Now unfortunately I've been having a few recording issues, in the last race that we did at Mugello in the Formula Mazda Spec Series didn't get recorded, but I put the results on the screen. You can have a look at that. It was an okay race. We made up 17 positions, but we weren't particularly fast. And as a result, we only went up to 4,970 skill rating. So we're going to be starting from there. And we've got a race at mid-Ohio, almost braking far too deep into the corner and going off, as one guy does actually go off. So we get to take a free position there, up into 6th on the first lap. This is only a lobby full of 11 players, I believe it was. It doesn't actually say there. And yeah, there's a few glitches, so I didn't know what gears we were in either. So some HUD issues from Forza Motorsport in this particular race, and we're going to make a stupid error.
Okay, what damage do you have? Talent.
The guy in front brakes really early. I wasn't expecting to brake that early, so we do an emergency brake, and because we're playing with manual clutch, we lose revs, and I didn't know what gear I was in, so I just downshifted, and they went into first. And the car loses control. But anyways, I go for a lunge down the inside here, a little bit naughty, a bit rude. However, luckily we don't get a penalty for that. I thought it was just about acceptable. We move up into 5th. There's some battling up ahead. They go in 2 by 2, so we're going to try and take some positions and see if we can take advantage of their battling. Now, the guy ahead of us is going to be really difficult to get past. I mean, have a look at his gamer tag, guys. I mean, clearly we've got someone that's not shy to tell everyone what sort of resources he's packing. But unfortunately for him, clearly his bollocks is not big enough, because he's deciding to take the infamous Mid-Ohio shortcut. And this is a recurring theme in this race, guys. We're going to see a lot of people take that shortcut as the guy in the red goes really wide. Bye. And we take another position up into 4th now, only 3 more people up ahead of us. We still got to get past the guy with the huge resources. Are we going to be able to do it into the next corner? We're lining up side by side. It's going to be really brave if we do it around the outside, but of course we're going to send it, guys. I think you guys know how I drive by now, so we're going to complete a really nice overtake. That was a really risky move, but thankfully we made it through unscathed. We're really close to the grass actually, so that's why it was such a risky move. If there was any sort of contact, I would have been off. I would have lost so much time, but thankfully we do not do that. So we're through. I see another opening here actually. The guy leaves some room down the inside, and I don't need a second invitation. I'm going to take that position, and we move ourselves up into 2nd. I needed to get past this leading pack because like I said earlier, we're on a really aggressive one-stop soft to soft strategy. And everyone else, I believe, was not planning to stop. They were all on the conventional no-stop strategy with the hard tyres. So of course they are going to be a lot slower than us. And in order for our strategy to work, we need to make our way past, build a gap. We're going to come into the pit, catch them back up again, and hope to pass them all again. So like I said, really aggressive strategy. It's not really a conventional strategy, but I thought let's just try something different. A one-stop strategy where we're chasing the pack is always a lot more entertaining to watch. So I thought it would be a little bit more fun for you guys. And we're having a battle with this guy here, F2K Goosey, with a really nice livery on his car actually, really old school livery. Now he's going to push me into the cones. He doesn't leave much room there for me at all. And then in the first corner, he completely illegal switchback using a shortcut. So, you know, we're going to get our elbows out as well, because he's been a little bit naughty. So we're going to try and send it around the outside over here, use the extra grip from the soft tyres to try and take up that space. But no, he's actually fighting back, and we actually race side by side into this next bit here, make some contact. That puts him off his line, and unfortunate contact there. However, listen, he completely illegal overtake earlier, forced me into the cone. So yeah, we were in the inside and we took that position, and we're now in the lead. We've now got an opportunity to extract the pace from the soft tyres and build a gap, because we're going to need a gap. We're going to be coming into the pits halfway through the race, and we're going to need to basically catch them back up. Can we do that? Now as we go through the first corner, have a look in the rear view mirror, guys, everyone's taking the shortcut, and you know that was actually costing, because I wasn't doing that. That was costing us roughly about 2 to 3 tenths of a second per lap, and that's actually the theme of this video. You know, this infamous shortcut you can take at mid-Ohio. Should you use it? Is it usable? Is it considered cheating? I want to know your opinions. I want to know your thoughts. I know that you don't get a penalty when you cross the track limit lines when you go through corner 1. Should it do that? Is that by design? Is that intentional? I have absolutely no idea. In my opinion, it's not intentional. It's obviously just another bug in Forza Motorsport, and that's why I don't use that line. However, I am tempted to use it in this race, because obviously we want to get the best result possible, and everyone else has obviously got a slight advantage every single lap. They're gaining 2 to 3 tenths. Yeah. Do you consider it cheating, and should Turn 10 and Forza fix it? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And we're going to fast forward here, because we've come out, we've done the pit stop, we've come out into 5th position, and we needed to catch the guys up ahead. So that's exactly what we're doing in the next few laps. We're just basically driving the car as hard and fast as possible. We're closing that gap. Look at the gaps. Look at the gap to the guys in front. It's basically coming down every single corner, every single lap, and we're making some really good progress, and we're going to close up to the pack up ahead and get some really good racing right towards the end of the race. I knew that a hard no stop was the optimal strategy, but we thought we'd give it a go with the 1 stop on the soft to soft, just purely because mid-Ohio does have a very short pit lane, so we'd lose obviously less time compared to if we were going to pit at Abu Dhabi, for example, where you lose a lot more time by taking a pit stop. So we thought we'd try something different, just purely because it's mid-Ohio and we've got a short pit lane here. Now we're at the end of lap 9, and we've caught that gap up really quickly. We're right behind the guy in front, and all of the guys up ahead are on hard. So of course, the deeper we get into this race, the slower and slower they're going to be. They're on really slow worn tires at this point, where I've got softs, and my softs are still fresh, and I'll be able to use them flat out to the end of the race. So we're going to be closing in, and we're going to be so much faster than these guys. So it's going to make for some exciting races. We're going to be able to go for some ambitious overtakes, just purely because we'll have so much extra grip. But the leader was 5 seconds ahead, so we didn't have too much time to waste to get past the 2 right ahead of me. We needed to get past them really quickly if we wanted to win the race. So we're going to have to go for some lunges, guys, and I'm going to go for my signature move round the outside of this corner. We're going to use the extra grip and squeeze past P4 there, and we actually get bumped from the back, and we actually, as a result, bump F2K Goosey as well. He's going to go super defensive. He's got some really sketchy moves. I thought he was moving all over the place there. Make some unfortunate contact. That was probably my fault as well. We're going to be magnetized to this guy. Actually, we've made multiple contacts with him, and he's just, yeah, I just couldn't read this guy's behavior. I just thought he was a bit wild in terms of the lines that he was taking and stuff like that. But of course, I'm the driver behind, so I should be stopping before the contact is made. But I just couldn't read him, and yeah, we made another contact there. And he just tried to race me really hard, do some weird things, and I wish we didn't make the contacts that we did, but we just ended up coming together so much there, and he gave me a good race there. So yeah, not the cleanest of racings, not satisfied with that move whatsoever, but listen, it is what it is. We're going to move on, and we're 3.7 seconds behind the next guy, Anyad, and this is the last lap. This is going to be crazy. Can we close that gap? I knew that sounds like a big gap to close, however we have got fresh softs on. We're going to be able to go as quickly as possible, set a qualifying lap, whereas the guys up ahead, their tyres are going to be completely worn at this stage. Can we catch a 3-second gap in half a lap? Let's find out what happens next. Now, in order for us to catch that gap, we needed to be absolutely perfect in the next few corners. So this particular corner, we can brake really nice and deep here and hit the apex nice and early. Stay over to the right hand side as much as you can. That opens up the corner for the next stage. We get a little bit of oversteer, but we're just going to keep the power on and just utilize the grip from the tires, keep the momentum going forward. We hug the apex nicely there, go to the left here, and then sweep right over here, and we're going to brake nice and deep in a straight line, and then basically angle back for a good exit out of this corner. And we do get a good exit, so we're nailing those corners. We're only 0.7 seconds behind. There's a 0.2 second gap. At this point, I thought it was possible, and he goes wide. He misses the apex, and we knew that we got this position at this point. In fact, I didn't actually want to overtake him. All I needed to do was be 0.2 seconds behind, but the guy just left us a gap and I had no option but to take it. And again, this guy races us super hard. We're magnetized to him and almost lose the positions to the guys behind because we actually pick up a penalty, but no, we keep P2. Wasn't the best of races. In fact, it was such a frustrating race. However, we're going to take that result, and that puts us up to 4,976 skill rating. And that's another video, guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video.